What is going on, YouTube? This is the third vlog of the series, and this morning I ran a bit late to get to I ran a bit late to get to grassroots headquarters. I'm with the OG Bassem.
Good morning, good morning. It's another day. It's bright outside and we're ready to lock and load.
Okay, load, conquer the world. And also, like, I don't know if you guys know this or not, we recently got a business developer. It's one of my friends, and it's her first day today. I mean, she's been here for like 2-3 days. Yeah, 2 days. But I was like, today is the official first day. So super excited to get things started, and let's get it. And also, I just hit 86 subscribers.
Amazing. And what, like something like a week or something, and just consistency with your videos and everything. This is just a great example of what you can do with quality and consistency, and what we can help clients to do as well.
Exactly. I just hit 86 actually, or 89, or like 90 subscribers by the time I post this video. So it's been a busy week, but hey, we got 90 subscribers, right? So it's just like, it is all about the hard work and consistency, because like there were times that I've been like editing. I only had like few hours of sleep, so it's just like 2-3 hours basically, right? So which means that, I mean, but hey, like, look what I got, right? So for those who are watching, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and turn the bell notifications on, so you will never miss a video in the future of this journey, of this amazing journey of two entrepreneurs. Yeah, say something.
Something.
Exactly, that is. So yeah, so let's get this started, and super excited for 90 subscribers, and thank you all. Like,
let's get it to 100 in the next few days.
Exactly, not just 100, 200, 300, 1,000 maybe, and super excited for 90 and a lot more to go. And thank you all for so much for hitting that subscribe button. And after we make it to the Hall of Fame, I'll remember all of you, all the people that supported me when I was at 2-3 subscribers. I appreciate it so much. Let's get the day started.
But I don't know the schedule yet, so
Okay, we'll figure it out. And then we were thinking to have quick calls, like on like the days that we're not in, like Monday and Wednesday, right, in the morning.
We'll show you. Well, first, cold calls and emails. So before this, like, if this is you and this is the person that you want to reach out to, this is the potential business, the client, right? So along this way, there is a man called the gatekeeper. So which means that, like, whatever you're trying to reach out to, let's say business or whatever, let's call him Chris. Okay, so Chris is gonna block you from everything. So if you reach out to with a good deal, they'll probably say, no, we need this, we have this already, you don't need to talk to our manager, or you don't need to talk to our employer or business, like whatever, right? To go through him, you had like come up with like things like which is not even in this world. Like, I'm talking about like fantasy fairy tale type shit. So which means like anything to go through him, because if you can go through him, then you already have the business in your hand, because like most of the time he will be there. So it's just like, if you call someone let's say if you call a local realtor like agency or whatever, right? If you want to go to like talk to the CEO of it or like any decision maker, you had to go to the receptionist, which means in this case, Chris, right? So Chris is gonna block you from it. So it's like he will say, no, we have this, it is expensive. And we do need this, but we are not in the market right now. For some, so let's say if someone said like, we are in the market, but it's too expensive, right? So you could like come up with something like, it could be creative or it could be something like a offer that nobody can refuse. So I'll give you an example, right? So we did a pitch for a business. So what we end up saying was like, we went there and we said like, hey, I like your setup, what you got going on, the business and all that stuff. I believe in your product, and here's what we're gonna do. Like we can do this. We can take care of your marketing and scale your leads and all that stuff. So as usual, Chris was there. So Chris said, okay, right now we do have our employer. So in this case, like their CEO is in the back room, but is it really necessary to like talk to him? Like just email him. So they gave us a business card, which they're not gonna check emails, right? So what we end up saying was that we said, okay, we'll give you a one-time deal. So which means like we'll create a video just for free, no strings attached, right? Just video straight out. Like we'll get our equipment, go to the location and do whatever. And if you like it, you can continue with us. If you don't like it, you don't have to like, you can, I mean, you have the full control of this asset. You can, which means that you can post it or do whatever, right? So that's the offer, right? If you can make something like that, everybody like would like a piece of this, because you see in social media, right? Let's say if you're doing something for like 4 days or a week or 2 weeks, like continuously, and you start to see engagements, right? And as soon as you stop whatever you're doing, all that engagement goes down. So that's what we're doing, right? So which means like, let's say if we're handling an account like a business, right? So we're telling them, okay, we'll do this for like a week to start off with, free. So after you see the engagement flowing in, so you'll have understanding of like what we are capable of, right? And they will say, like most of the time, like 90% of the time they say yes, right? So when they say yes, we'll continue doing it. And as soon as we stop, all that engagement goes down instantly, right? So after that, we get the deal. So that's how usually works, right? Because we are actually, like, we really know our product. So if I can pull up the analytics of the pages that we're managing right now, it has mostly non-followers. The engagement, the reach is non-followers rather than followers. Because if you can reach, so like if the analytics goes like, this is non-followers and this is followers, then it is good, because like you need to reach this. You need to reach the non-followers first, because this is where you see all these businesses at, all the followers, likes, all that stuff, right? Which means that, let's say you only got 5-10 followers, right? 5-10 followers, no big deal, like that's it. But if you create a quality content and post it online, if you reach this audience, then you're in the right track.
You get new followers and you get engagement. And
Exactly.
Becoming specific, not just because they're fans of you, but specifically for your quality content, right?
Exactly.
So I don't know if that's right, but let's say that I started doing this on LinkedIn, so I can also post stuff on LinkedIn, like
Exactly.
keep it updated, and also maybe
Exactly.
make a new Instagram account and start posting. Like whenever you guys create a new video to a customer, send it to me so I can post it.
Exactly.
And it, like just keep it, consistent and going. I feel like this would bring lots of customers through Instagram as well.
Oh yeah, it is actually, it is, because And even for all these business out there, like our initial offer is this, which means that we like, first of all, if we go through the analytics, most of the time like they do show like their analytics. Like if we go through the analytics, and they usually have this more than this. So it means like this is usually goes up to like 90 to 85% non-followers, and mostly less non-followers, because this is what we need to reach out. And from our posts that we create, we usually target this, and this is what we get. When you caught up to the algorithm, and when you like, that's what I got from like by studying the algorithm for the past 3 months. So even in Instagram and TikTok, when you start posting, your account gets notified as a like not like active account. So it will just throw you off of the grid and throw you off of the algorithm. So you had to like rebuild all of this entirely again. So nobody knows that, and nobody wants that. So that's what we're doing. And so that's what we're gonna do. So it's just like anyone we call, we say okay. And also like we're not offering this to everyone. Okay, let's say someone like if Chris is there, then yeah, of course we have to offer something like that.
It also depends on the business. If they're not really worth it, right? They don't have a budget, or they just seem like do your research or whatever. It's not good use of our resources and time to be creating free assets or stuff, because they just like okay, but then they don't follow up with it, right? So it depends on our target market, right? And some businesses they might not have Chris there, so there might be direct, especially with once we approve that we can go with the Muslim. We have to talk with Muhammad about the directory. A lot of them will have the direct names, and also we have that warm entry because we're an official marketing partner of that publication, right? So that's an in to get past the gatekeeper, right? Okay. But like for colder contacts, then there might be often there could be a gatekeeper like Chris, and then sometimes no. And then if you do like a walkabout, depending about like what time in the day, like often like owners will be there like in the morning. So if you have a chance, let's say you're on Preston and you went in. One of our target markets we're looking at is dental clinics as well, because they have like state-of-the-art equipment and stuff, and they could be using our 3D modeling and stuff like that. Right. We'll also have an iPad, right? Yeah, I do. So we'll have you like ready with the different projects examples, right? Okay, so I can show them. You can show them like once you start talking here. This is an example of. They can see the type of projects that we've done, and that gets them excited about, okay, we can do the same thing for you. You can talk about like, this type of stuff is premium stuff that people can charge a lot of money for, but we're a local agency, and we're looking at accessing or helping out local businesses at a reasonable rate.
There's all going to be a script, right?
Yeah, we'll work on a script together, yeah. Okay. But then you can make it your own and be a bit natural about it.
Okay. When I go there and talk to them.
Yeah, and just like, have a good conversation. And then if there is like a receptionist, just remember to be nice to them, right? Because
yeah, we need Chris. We need Chris to talk to their boss to like, you need this. You need to get this today.
Directly connect to the boss. Can we not do that?
Which means like talk to him first?
On the story. Like talk to Chris and ask them to bring their boss in.
No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Most of the time it's not working. Like 90% of the time it's not gonna work. It's like
if he's there, if the boss is there, then he might be able to bring him. And so there's either Chris or Christina.
But most of the time, 90% of the time, he will say no. Definitely. I encountered Chris's like multiples, not billions of times over my career. This guy is gonna be a pain, but you gotta like treat him with respect in order to go through him and get to the final.
I want to leave with at least the contact information of, like, you know, at least get the contact information, right?
Yeah.
It's better than nothing.
Exactly.
And then even if the boss isn't there, or if you showcase what you do, then he might be like, okay, that's valuable. I'm gonna pass on the message. And yeah, we have business cards. We don't have one for you yet.
We'll create one soon.
We'll create one soon. But we can.
Do you have it on your hand?
No, I don't have the new ones. I thought I had the new one.
Yeah, mine also in the car.
Let's see if I have. No, I left them in the car.
Yeah, we'll show it to you.
Yeah.
It's neat how you designed it, and also like we got the banner. It's a huge banner.
Yeah, maybe what we can do in the meantime, if you do start the walkabouts, we can give you like you can say this is our COOs or CEOs card. You can reach out to them directly, or you can check the information here.
And two of these, like during a pitch, during a sales pitch, or approaching to people or whatever, we are not talking about these two things: price and duration. As for price, like let's say if someone asks, okay, how much is it gonna be? We'll say, okay, like I can't tell you a certain price, but we'll hop on a call, a meeting real quick, or whatever, right?
That would be with you guys.
Exactly.
The call would be-
Exactly. And you, like whatever the question that they ask, you gotta redirect them to the meeting. So let's say, okay, I wanna get more information. Okay, well, let's have a call real quick. On this day, are you comfortable with this day, this time? And pull up your iPad. At the same time, go over to the calendar and just like book a call if they're okay, right? Because like before, rather than doing later, we should do it at that same spot, right?
Exactly.
And price, duration, we're not gonna talk about that. This is like red flags. Because like as soon as they know about price, oh my God, that's too high. Because in a negotiation, it is really easy to negotiate and convince people during a call, like a proper call. Because at that time, we don't know that they're in a bad mood, or like someone scolded at them, you're like, whatever, right?
Yeah.
We don't know that their mood. But when we got into a meeting, like we're all there, you know, like, because like previously we have handled like far more like worse, survived far more worst encounters. So we know how to like deal with certain things. So these two, we're not gonna do price and the duration. When it comes to duration, we'll say, okay, we have a quick turnaround time, which we have, okay? So which is like, let's say for animation, okay, our like, hypothetically we can deliver it like if it's a 30-second or like less than 30-second animation, it's hypothetically around like within a day or two, because like it will mostly take time to render than just like creating the actual thing, right? And for the price, we gotta always discuss this in a meeting, because it's all about, okay, I'll even in the meeting, we're not saying like, okay, I'll send you the price. No, it's always about, okay, we'll make a quotation for you, like we'll give you the code, right? So which is like, let's say they need something, so and also the main reason why we're going with the code is that we can like tailor it according to them. And there's a huge there's a huge thing which called price anchoring. Price anchoring is something that, let's say we know people's gonna negotiate and lowball. It's along this rabbit hole, it's gonna be there some way, somehow, right? So that's why the price anchoring comes in. So which means like we know the person, okay, if we say 1,000, they'll at least say 500. So which means like what we're gonna do is like if our actual price is 1,000, we'll say it's 2,000. So we can decrease it and at least get what we want, not just like 1,000, but a bit more than that. So 200 or whatever, right? So that's why we're not stating this price, because, and also like there's two sides to this. Like if you see the direct price in a call, or like during a pitch, it's gonna stop the conversation right there at the spot. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which means, yeah.
I have a question. So let's say they want us to make them 3D design for their dental thing, stuff, for example.
Yeah.
How much do you guys charge for this stuff? Like how expensive is it making 3D and stuff like that? Like, I just
Good
wondering.
question. Yeah. So it is actually ranges and based on the client, right? Let's say if someone approaches us and say it's a huge client and had a lot of like all these businesses flowing around. So what we'll be doing is that we'll say, okay, actually the prices will starting from like, let's say if it's like mostly for dental clinics, it's either educational stuff which you like, I don't know, like putting plates on or just removing a tooth or like teeth or whatever, right? So for something like that, it usually goes up to 2 minutes, so like under 1 to 2 minutes of time, right? So for something like that, it usually exceeded the 5K mark. Yeah, more than 5,000. Yeah, I mean that's the base, that's the starting price. It is insane. Yeah, I mean for a website like ours, it usually goes out like 20K to like 30K.
People would pay 20K to 30K for a website?
That's the mid-range. Exactly. I mean, if you search right now on ChatGPT, ask for what's the average price of a immersive website in Canada, it will give you the price.